On a sweltering summer day, my friends and I found ourselves in the historic and some say haunted town of Gettysburg, a place steeped in stories of the past, where echoes of the Civil War still linger. A battlefield where thousands of soldiers once fought, bled, and died. This was not a mere sightseeing trip for us. We were on a mission, a quest for the paranormal. Our day was filled with exploration and anticipation. We attended a gun show and took in the somber beauty of the historic site. Yet, the highlight of our visit was yet to come. As a paranormal investigator, I was eager to delve into the mysteries this place held. I purchased a pair of dowsing rods from a quaint little shop, tools believed to communicate with the spirits. As night fell, we gathered in our room, the air thick with excitement and a hint of trepidation. I held the dowsing rods, asking questions into the void, inviting the spirits to communicate. The rods began to move, twitching and turning in my hands, answering our questions. The room was alive with energy, an invisible force swirling around us. My friends watched in awe as the rods danced, a silent testament to the unseen presence in the room. Our minds raced with the possibilities. Could it be the spirits of the soldiers who died in Gettysburg? Was it their restless energy we were feeling? The rods continued to sway and spin, painting a picture of the ethereal world that lay beyond our perception. We journeyed next to Devil's Den, armed with cameras and a sense of adventure. As dusk descended, the world around us took on an eerie quality. We began to see flashes in the darkness, too quick to be captured on film. Yet, we felt a presence there, a residual haunting perhaps, echoes of musket fire and soldiers long gone. And then, in the wheat field, as the temperature inexplicably dropped on a July day, we felt a powerful negative energy. We stood our ground, challenging the unseen force that seemed to want to knock us down. With the rods going wild, we couldn't deny it. We were in the presence of something otherworldly. As dusk fell, we ventured into the infamous Devil's Den. The atmosphere was heavy with history and the echoes of battles long past. As we explored, I began to notice strange flashes in the darkness. They were elusive, darting in and out of sight, and we couldn't quite pinpoint their source. It was as if the very air around us was alive with spectral energy. In the midst of this eerie spectacle, a theory started to form in our minds. Could these be residual hauntings from the musket fire of the Civil War? Were we witnessing echoes of the deadly volleys that once filled these fields, now replaying their deadly dance for eternity? Then, as I was climbing the rocky terrain of Devil's Den, my eyes met an unsettling sight. Peering down into the crevices of the rocks, I saw it. A ghostly face looking back at me. The spectral visage of a Civil War soldier, his eyes filled with the horrors of a war long past, stared back at me. My heart skipped a beat. I recoiled, then looked again, but he was gone. The soldier from another era had vanished, leaving behind only a chilling silence. I screamed in exhilaration, my heart pounding. This was a moment I'll never forget. My first face-to-face encounter with a soldier from the beyond. Next, we trekked to the wheat field, a place infamous for the bloodshed it witnessed during the war. As we ambled around, about 20 minutes in, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. On a balmy July day, the temperature plummeted, so drastically that our breath fogged up in the air, a chilling reminder of the icy fingers of the past reaching out to us. In the midst of this wheat field, a sense of intense negative energy washed over me. It was so strong, so potent, I halted in my tracks, bracing myself against an invisible force. It felt as if I was on the brink of being bowled over by an unseen adversary. Emboldened, or perhaps foolishly defiant, we taunted the unseen presence. As if responding to our challenge, one of my friends felt a sudden chill near his hand. He prompted me to capture the moment with my camera. As the shutter clicked, we witnessed an enigma, a large, luminous orb, hovering right next to his outstretched hand. The air was thick with the presence of unseen Civil War soldiers, their spectral energy swirling around us. Whether they mistook us for foes or were simply guarding their eternal rest, their message was palpable. We were intruding, disrupting the spectral peace of their final resting place. Whatever was there with us that night, it was clear. We were intruders, unwelcome spectators to a ghostly performance of a past soaked in blood and tears.